My friends, if you're over 60 or 65, listen closely because this one's important. As we age, our muscle mass starts shrinking, and that process is called sarcopenia. It doesn't happen overnight, but slowly, silently, your muscles start breaking down. And one morning, you realize you can't lift what you used to. You can't climb stairs like before. And that's when life starts getting harder. But here's the good news, you can fight back. As we move beyond 60 or 65, many people start to believe that weakness, frailty, and loss of energy are just part of aging, but that's not entirely true. What's really happening inside your body is a gradual process called sarcopenia, a slow breakdown of muscle fibers that begins long before most people notice it. Around the age of 40, the human body begins to lose approximately 1% of muscle mass every single year, and by the time you reach your late 60s or 70s, you could have lost nearly a third of your total strength. Think about what that means. Climbing stairs becomes harder, carrying groceries feels heavier, your balance becomes unstable, and simple everyday movements start to feel like a chore. The truth is, it's not just about your muscles getting smaller. It's about your body's ability to produce power, maintain stability, and generate energy. Your muscles are engines. They burn calories, regulate blood sugar, and even protect your immune system. When they begin to shrink, your metabolism slows down, fat accumulates faster, and you start to lose that sharp, confident movement that once made you feel strong. But here's the most empowering part. Aging itself doesn't cause sarcopenia, inactivity and poor nutrition do. It's the years of sitting too much, eating too little protein, and not challenging the body that lead to this decline. Many older adults underestimate how powerful their muscles still are, how capable they remain of rebuilding strength and mass even in their 70s, 80s, and beyond. Science has proven again and again that muscle is a living, adaptable tissue, and as long as you feed it right and use it regularly, it responds. The moment you start moving, walking, doing resistance exercises, and fueling your body with the right nutrients, your body begins to rebuild from the inside out. The muscle fibers repair, the mitochondria, those energy factories inside your cells start producing more energy, and your posture, mood, and vitality all begin to rise again. What's happening inside your body is a beautiful cascade of biological reactions. Every time you challenge your muscles, your brain sends signals to release growth hormones and repair proteins. Your body floods your bloodstream with amino acids, the building blocks of new muscle. And when you nourish yourself properly with protein-rich foods, your body uses those amino acids to synthesize new muscle tissue, even if you're 70 or 80 years old. The research is undeniable. Older adults who maintain consistent movement and adequate protein intake not only preserve their strength, but also reduce the risk of falls, fractures, and disability by nearly 40%. The human body is remarkable. It doesn't forget how to heal, it just needs the right environment to do so. When you start to understand that your muscles are not just mechanical fibers, but metabolic organs, everything changes. Muscles act as storage tanks for glucose, helping control your blood sugar levels, and as your muscle mass drops, your risk for type 2 diabetes and metabolic disorders increases dramatically. That's why people who stay active and maintain muscle tone age more gracefully, not just because they look fitter, but because their organs function better, their joints stay aligned, and their nervous system stays sharp. Strong muscles support the spine, stabilize the core, and even improve cognitive function by increasing blood flow to the brain. This is why when people say, "I'm getting old," what they often mean is, "I'm losing muscle." Aging and weakness are not the same thing. You can age chronologically but remain biologically strong if you feed your body with the right nutrients and keep your muscles active. The decline isn't inevitable. It's preventable. Every time you choose to move your body instead of staying sedentary, you're telling your cells to stay alive, alert, and young. Every step you take, every stretch you do, every protein-packed meal you eat, these are commands your body listens to. They say, keep going, stay strong, rebuild. Your body has the intelligence to respond to your habits. It's also important to understand that the loss of strength is faster than the loss of muscle size. You might not notice your legs or arms shrinking right away, but you'll feel it in your grip, in how fast you get tired, in how quickly you lose your balance. That's because your neuromuscular connection, the signal between your brain and your muscles, begins to fade when it's not used. But just like any communication system, you can rewire it. By activating your muscles regularly, even with light exercises like resistance bands, wall push-ups, or bodyweight squats, you're rebuilding those neural pathways and reigniting the coordination that aging tries to take away. The message is simple: use it or lose it. What most people don't realize is how quickly the body can respond. Within just 2 to 3 weeks of consistent training and good nutrition, older adults start noticing real changes. Their energy improves, they sleep better, their mood lifts, and they move with confidence again. It's not magic, it's biology responding to consistency. Sarcopenia may start slowly, but recovery can start immediately once you begin taking action. Every repetition, every meal, every walk, every stretch is an investment in your independence, in your ability to move without fear, and in your overall happiness. You also have to remember that mindset plays a huge role in this process. The body listens to what the mind believes. If you think you're too old to rebuild, your body will follow that belief. But when you believe that strength is still within you, and you act on it, your body begins to prove it true. Aging doesn't have to be a decline. It can be a new phase of strength, wisdom, and energy if you give your body the respect and care it deserves. You've spent decades using your muscles, and they've carried you through every stage of life. They're not done yet. They're waiting for you to reignite them. This is why learning about sarcopenia is so empowering, because once you understand it, you can fight it. It's not about reversing time. It's about taking control of what you can influence today. The food you eat, the movement you choose, the consistency you maintain. All of these are signals your body reads. Your muscles don't care how old you are, they care whether you're feeding them and using them. And the moment you start, your body will respond because it's designed to adapt. You don't have to train like an athlete to stay strong. You just have to stay active and stay nourished. Walk daily, stretch often, lift light weights, or even do body weight movements at home. Combine that with proper protein intake, whether it's from eggs, fish, lentils, or your milk mixture, and your body will begin rebuilding muscle tissue. Aging is not the enemy, neglect is. Every day you move, you're teaching your body resilience. Every healthy habit you repeat strengthens not just your muscles, but your confidence, balance, and independence. So if you're over 60, 70, or even 80, understand this, it's not too late. Your body still has an incredible ability to repair, rebuild, and rejuvenate. The same cellular mechanisms that grew your muscles decades ago are still alive inside you. All they need is your decision to start again. Every like on this message represents someone who refuses to give up, someone who believes that strength and vitality are still within reach. Every single like means one more person waking up to their potential, taking action, and proving that aging doesn't define their power. Every like will be powerful, not just for this message, but for the millions of people who see it and realize that they too can fight back against weakness, reclaim their body, and live stronger, longer, and healthier than ever before. The real power to fight muscle loss as we age lies in the simple daily habits we create. And one of the most effective habits you can start right now is adding the right combination of nutrients into your milk. It might sound too easy to be true, but when you understand the science behind it, you'll see how something as simple as a scoop of whey protein, a small amount of creatine monohydrate, and a pinch of cinnamon can completely change the way your body builds and maintains muscle after 65. When we drink plain milk, we already give our body calcium, protein, and healthy fats, but as we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients, and our muscles don't respond as strongly to the same foods that used to work when we were younger. That's why we need to be more intentional with what we add. These three ingredients, whey, creatine, and cinnamon, are not random. They form a powerful trio that targets exactly what older bodies need to fight sarcopenia. More protein synthesis, better energy production, and improved nutrient absorption. Let's start with whey protein isolate. Whey is not just for athletes or gym goers. It's one of the most bioavailable forms of protein your body can absorb, meaning it delivers amino acids to your muscles quickly and efficiently. After 60, your body's ability to trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process that repairs and builds muscle fibers, becomes weaker. That's why older adults can eat enough food and still lose muscle. But whey protein contains a key amino acid called leucine, which directly activates a molecular pathway in the body known as mTR, the master switch for muscle growth. By adding whey to your milk, you give your body a powerful push to start building new muscle tissue again. Studies show that older adults who take around 25-30 grams of protein per meal, especially from high-quality sources like whey, experience significant improvements in strength and muscle density within just a few weeks. Whey also boosts metabolism, helping burn fat while preserving lean muscle, something crucial for older adults who struggle with slower metabolic rates. Next comes creatine monohydrate, and this is where many people underestimate its importance. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world, proven safe and effective for people of all ages. It works by replenishing adenosine triphosphates, ATP, your body's primary source of energy for movement and muscle contraction. As you age, ATP production declines, leading to fatigue, slower recovery, and weaker muscles. But when you supplement with creatine, even in small amounts, you increase your body's ability to produce and store energy within your muscle cells. That means you can move more, lift more, and recover faster. For seniors, creatine does more than just help build strength. It also supports brain health, enhances bone density, and may even protect against neuromuscular degeneration. One study found that older adults who used creatine while engaging in light resistance exercise gained more lean muscle mass and functional strength compared to those who exercised without it. And remember, you don't need much, just half a teaspoon a day is enough to make a difference over time. Now let's talk about cinnamon, the underestimated powerhouse. Beyond its warm, comforting flavor, cinnamon has deep biological benefits that directly support muscle health. It's rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, which fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two major drivers of muscle breakdown during aging. But most importantly, cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity, helping your body transport glucose and amino acids more efficiently into your muscles. When your muscles become more sensitive to insulin, they absorb nutrients faster, allowing for better muscle recovery and growth after meals or activity. This means that the whey and creatine you add to your milk don't just float through your system. They're actually absorbed and used by your muscles at a cellular level. Cinnamon also helps stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing those mid-day crashes and energy dips that make it hard for many older adults to stay active. And when combined with warm milk, it supports digestion, making this mixture not just functional, but soothing and easy to consume. The synergy of these three ingredients is what makes them so powerful. Whey provides the raw material, the amino acids needed for muscle repair. Creatine provides the energy your cells need to power through movement and rebuild tissue. Cinnamon enhances your body's ability to use both efficiently by balancing insulin and improving nutrient transport. It's like giving your muscles a three-step plan for recovery and growth every single day. What makes this even better is that it's simple to prepare. Just take a glass of warm milk, add 1 scoop of whey protein isolate, mix in half a teaspoon of creatine monohydrate, and sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon. Stir it well or shake it until smooth. That's it. You now have a muscle-strengthening drink that not only tastes good, but fuels your body with exactly what it needs to fight sarcopenia. This mixture works best when paired with small daily movements. Drink it after your morning walk, after light resistance training, or even before bed. Muscle recovery happens during rest, especially while sleeping, so giving your body the nutrients it needs right before rest helps maximize repair. For those who are lactose intolerant, using plant-based milks like almond oat or soy works just as well, as long as you choose one fortified with calcium and vitamin D. You can also adjust the flavor by adding a drop of vanilla extract or a little honey for taste. Just avoid processed sugar, which counteracts insulin sensitivity. The key is consistency. 1 serving a day is enough to start making changes inside your body, and within a few weeks you'll start to notice that your movements feel lighter, your stamina increases, and your strength gradually returns. When you fuel your muscles correctly, everything in your body begins to improve. Your joints feel more stable because strong muscles protect them. Your balance becomes better because your core muscles engage more effectively. Even your mood and confidence rise because you start feeling capable again. It's not just about preventing muscle loss. It's about restoring vitality and quality of life. This is what makes this combination more than just a supplement. It's a lifestyle adjustment that turns milk into medicine for your muscles. Every sip of this mix is a message to your body: I'm rebuilding, I'm not done yet, and your body listens. It's also worth mentioning that the timing of this drink can make a difference. Having it within 30 minutes after physical activity helps your body absorb nutrients faster because your muscles are like sponges at that time, ready to take in protein and creatine for recovery. But if you don't exercise regularly, it still works. Your muscles will use it for daily repair and energy balance. Over time, this daily habit can help maintain muscle tone, stabilize metabolism, and even improve cognitive clarity because of the combined benefits of creatine and balanced blood sugar. The goal isn't to bulk up, it's to stay strong, agile, and healthy. The beauty of this formula is that it meets your body exactly where it is: simple, natural, and effective. You don't need expensive powders or complicated diets. You just need to give your body the nutrients that aging silently takes away. This milk mixture does that with precision. Each ingredient complements the other, each supports the same goal: to preserve your independence, your strength, and your confidence as you age. And the earlier you start, the more powerful the results will be. Every person watching this should understand that it's never too late to rebuild muscle. Your body is designed to respond to effort and nourishment at any age. You can be 65, 75, even 85. The mechanism still works. As long as you give it what it needs, it will adapt. Every single like on this message represents someone making the choice to take back control of their health, someone saying, I'm not giving up on my strength. Every like will be powerful because it will encourage others, men and women across the world, to start their own journey of rebuilding, to take that first step toward feeling alive again, and to prove that aging does not mean decline but renewal, recovery, and strength from the inside out. The real transformation happens not just from what you add to your milk, but from what you do with your body, your routine, and your mindset every single day. The truth is, your body doesn't care about your age as much as it cares about your consistency. You can have the best nutrition in the world, the right supplements, and the perfect plan, but if you don't use your muscles, they begin to fade away. Muscles are built on repetition, movement, and rest, not on occasional effort. The power to fight sarcopenia lies in the balance between nutrition, activity, and recovery, and it's the simple, consistent habits that make the biggest difference. You don't have to train like a bodybuilder or lift heavy weights. You just have to move with intention every day. Light resistance training, walking, stretching, and using your body weight are enough to send your muscles the signal that they are still needed. The moment you challenge your body, even a little, your brain sends a message through your nerves that says, keep this muscle alive. That message is what keeps strength from fading away. When you move your body regularly, you activate your mitochondria, the energy producers inside your cells, and that activation leads to more energy, faster metabolism, and sharper mental clarity. Every time you walk, your heart pumps oxygen, rich blood through your body, delivering nutrients to your tissues and flushing out toxins. It's a natural renewal process that restores vitality from the inside out. This is why people who stay active as they age don't just look younger. They feel younger. Their posture is better, their movements are smoother, and their confidence radiates. Movement is medicine, and when paired with good nutrition, it becomes the foundation of strength and longevity. Even light resistance exercises like lifting water bottles, using resistance bands, or doing chair squats trigger muscle fibers to grow and rebuild. You don't need a gym, you just need consistency and a mindset that refuses to give up. Now, let's talk about recovery, because this is where most people miss the real secret to rebuilding muscle. Your muscles don't grow when you're exercising, they grow when you rest. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a key player in repairing and building muscle tissue. That's why getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your body the time it needs to recover and regenerate. Think of sleep as your body's nightly repair shop. Every cell, every muscle fiber, and every nerve connection is rejuvenated while you rest. When you pair proper sleep with daily movement and the right nutrition, you create a cycle of constant renewal. You exercise to stimulate growth, you eat to feed that growth, and you sleep to seal that growth into your body. It's also critical to understand that aging affects your hormones, particularly testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone, all of which influence muscle mass and recovery. But consistent movement and sleep naturally boost these hormones. Even moderate physical activity can raise testosterone levels, increase serotonin, and lower cortisol, the stress hormone that breaks down muscle. When you walk outside, breathe deeply, and stretch your body, you're not just strengthening your muscles, you're calming your nervous system and balancing your hormones. That's why active people often feel more peaceful and focused. Their body is aligned with its natural rhythm. Another key part of this process is hydration. Water isn't just for quenching thirst, it's essential for transporting nutrients, maintaining joint lubrication, and supporting muscle contraction. When you're dehydrated, your muscles feel stiff, your energy drops, and your performance declines. Older adults often drink less water without realizing that dehydration can mimic fatigue and weakness. So staying hydrated throughout the day is just as important as eating right or exercising. A well-hydrated muscle is a stronger, more flexible muscle. Nutrition, movement, sleep, and hydration, these 4 pillars work together to keep your body resilient. And when you stick to them consistently, something powerful happens. Your body begins to adapt, and small changes turn into big results. You start to notice that climbing stairs feels easier, your balance improves, and your reflexes become sharper. You wake up with more energy and less stiffness. Your muscles feel alive again. This isn't magic, it's biology responding to discipline. Every repetition of a stretch, every protein-filled meal, every good night of rest adds up. It's like compounding interest for your health, small investments that multiply over time. But consistency isn't just physical, it's mental. Your mindset determines how your body responds. If you tell yourself you're too old to start, your body will believe it. But if you tell yourself you're ready to get stronger, your body will respond to that command. The human body was designed for movement, and it never loses that design. Even people in their 80s who begin light resistance training can gain measurable muscle strength and balance within weeks. The key is not perfection, it's persistence. Some days you might only manage a short walk or a few stretches, but those small actions count. They keep your muscles engaged, your blood flowing, and your motivation alive. And don't underestimate the power of community. When you move with others, a friend, a spouse, or a group, it creates accountability and joy. The social connection releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that keeps you consistent. Consistency is easier when you feel supported, and that emotional boost carries over into physical progress. Even if you do it alone, remind yourself that every small act of self-care is shaping your future. You're not just preventing muscle loss, you're building a stronger, more capable version of yourself. As your body adjusts to this rhythm of movement, nutrition, and rest, your overall health begins to transform. Your metabolism stabilizes, your blood pressure balances, and your digestion improves. You start craving healthier foods because your body now knows what real energy feels like. The aches that once held you back begin to fade as your muscles take on the role of protecting your joints. Your spine feels more supported, your gait becomes steadier, and your breathing deepens. You become more aware of your own strength, not just physically, but emotionally. Because when you see yourself getting stronger at an age when most people expect decline, it changes your entire perspective. You realize that strength isn't something you lose, it's something you rebuild again and again through discipline and care. And yes, some days will feel harder than others. There will be mornings when your body feels tired, when your motivation dips, when progress feels slow. But those are the moments that matter most. That's when your consistency truly counts, because every action you take when it's difficult reinforces resilience. Your body learns to adapt under pressure, and your mind learns to push through resistance. That's what builds not only stronger muscles, but a stronger spirit. You begin to understand that aging gracefully doesn't mean sitting still, it means moving forward with purpose, no matter how small the steps. In time, this daily discipline becomes second nature. You no longer have to think about exercising, eating right, or sleeping well. It becomes your lifestyle. Your body feels lighter, your movements feel effortless, and your confidence returns. You carry yourself differently because you know you've earned your strength, you've rebuilt it from the ground up. And it all started with small, consistent habits done day after day. This is what true longevity looks like, not just living longer, but living better. Every person watching this needs to understand that strength doesn't come from doing something once, it comes from doing it every day until it becomes who you are. Every like on this message represents someone choosing consistency over excuses, someone deciding to keep moving, keep nourishing, and keep believing in their potential. Every like will be powerful because it will inspire others to realize that their journey isn't over, it's just beginning. Every single like will be a symbol of resilience, a spark of motivation for those who think it's too late to change, reminding them that strength has no age limit and that consistency, movement, and rest together hold the key to rebuilding the body and the mind from the inside out.